Whoa. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Spacedog Direct. Uh, this is a video which is going to dive into a game that I've been working on and I think is really cool. This is sort of a follow-up to my previous video about the game that I had been working on but haven't really been working on since. This game is one that I've been working on for about a week now. This is a very new project. This is something I just started up recently and one that I am feeling really good about. So let's get into it. The Spacedog Direct. So first and foremost, what is Spacedog? So I wanted to take some of the things that I love and grew up with and do my own spin on them. I don't know. I'm nostalgia slop. Old thing good, new thing bad. That's the biggest thing about me, right? So we're gonna talk about my influences here. Some of the games that I enjoy playing are stuff like Zelda, Metroid, Hollow Knight, and of course Silk Song. That kind of stuff. Like these kind of adventure games where you play a character and you go on this journey around a map and you get to meet all sorts of quirky characters and have cool things happen on the way. I don't know. This is my sort of jam, this adventure game sort of style. So now we go into what kind of stories I enjoy, and a lot of this is stuff that's been like on my mind lately. But stuff like small town horror, think like Alan Wake, Twin Peaks, those kinds of things. Cosmic horror, like the Lovecraft mythos. Westerns, you know, this one's purely aesthetic, by the way. I listen. I haven't seen a lot of westerns in my day, not authentic westerns like this one, but just trust me when I say that the aesthetic for these is a big influence of what I've been making, as well as just general adventure stories. So, what if we put all that junk in a blender? My endless nostalgia, Link from the CDI Zelda games, Clint Eastwood, Cthulhu. What if we put all that in a blender? And now we got a big reveal. It's coming on up. Oh, snap. The game doesn't have a name yet. So this game that I've been working on, this is a screenshot from it. It's a 2D top-down action adventure game inspired by Lovecraft, small town horror like Twin Peaks, Alan Wake, and specifically Link's Awakening for the Game Boy, but Zelda on a broader sense. This synopsis that I wrote here is not final, but this is what I have so far. October 1915. A cult in servitude of a slumbering cosmic god begins to resurrect it beneath a small Pennsylvanian town. It's up to the player to adventure across the Pennsylvania landscape and discover the way to put the old god back to rest. You guys want to see some gameplay? We're going to have some solid gameplay here in just a second here. Oh snap, we're back in the game. This is my untitled adventure game in action. Ignore some of the jank. You'll notice that these tiles aren't configured correctly, so this guy will sometimes just be behind a tile that he shouldn't be behind. That's me not configuring the Y sort right. That's coming later. I'm gonna fix that later. We have our little guy. He moves around on screen. Swipe with your sword. You have a collection of different items here. You can actually map these to different buttons. Half of them don't work yet. This revolver, these two placeholder items, they don't function yet. But this one, the shield, and this one, the fiddle, halfway do. This enemy here is one of the common enemies in the game. I have just developed him. He's a little shy. He doesn't do much yet. There's no way to actually take damage or anything. But again, game's a week old. I'm just showing this off because I've had a lot of fun making this, and I hope to try and continue this into a full project. Here in the center of this scene, we see this statue here. This is an angel statue. This is your save point. So there's no feedback yet, but I'm pressing the save button, so I'm saving right now. That will get feedback later. Now, we aren't just confined to this screen. This screen isn't all that exists of the game. We can actually scroll. But if we scroll, you'll see that the game the game kind of comes to an end because the world hasn't been designed yet. We're still working on that, but that's okay. Also, the enemy AI is broken because I have a bug that I need to fix. All of this is rough, janky gameplay footage. The game will probably look nothing like this when it's time to actually play it for everybody, but you know how it is. You can also cut grass. Wouldn't be as Zelda-like if you couldn't cut grass. Don't ask me why your character has oops, wrong button, a shield and a sword in 1915. Don't ask me that. I don't know why. I just thought it would be cool. Just to make something super Zelda-like. Also, you saw that there. This is the fiddle. And the fiddle can be played with the directional input keys as well as the spacebar, making it so that you have a total of 5 notes that you can play. Yes, that is a very deliberate and direct homage to The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. And it will be used in a similar way. The intent is for the fiddle to actually act as your fast travel, allowing you to play different songs and warp around the map. That is pretty much all of the game as it exists right now. There are future things being worked on at the minute. This is not all of the game that there ever will be. And I would love some of your feedback on this. I actually did want to talk about for a moment, as I was recording this video today, I actually got some lovely comments from some folks who saw my previous video and wanted to see that project continue. And I want to sort of address what has happened to the dinosaur game. I wouldn't call it dead. I don't think it's not a game that I'm never going to make, but it's not a game that I feel like I'm capable of making right now. Someone is mowing the lawn outside. I apologize for the noise. It is not a game that I feel capable of making right now. It is a lot more complicated than I thought, and being basically my first serious foray into game development as a hobby, I'm impressed by what I did. I think I did good, but I need to do something simpler. And this is a game that incorporates a lot of the same ideas and concepts for some of the things that I was working on in that game, translated into a 2D form. And I think this will just be a lot easier for me to work with, and I think the result will be better. I may return yet to that previous project, but I'd rather get something simple done and get it finished than get nothing done and have nothing to show for it. So that's where this game comes in. Suppose that's really everything I had to say about it. I would love to hear your feedback. If you saw this and have any suggestions for things you would like to see in this game in terms of quality of life, any particular idea for what I should even call this thing, let me know. This is obviously not a game that I'm going to open up completely to help me make the game, because that's not how it's going to work. I don't want any viewer influence seeping too far into this game. I want to make it for myself. First and foremost, it's a game for me. So it will be a game for me, but I'm also open to hearing out what people have to think and say about it. I will show more of this game when there is more to show of it. However long that'll be, I'm not 100% sure. I work full time. I am a student. I have a lot of stuff on my plate that I'm doing. So there's a possibility that I won't provide an update on this game for at least a couple of weeks, maybe a couple months. I'm not sure. But I do hope that anyone who watches this video and seems even remotely interested in this game will subscribe and stay tuned for updates on this game. I will share more when there is to share more, or when there is more to share. All right. That concludes the Spacedog Direct. Have a good one, everybody. And yeah. Oh, one thing I forgot to show. We got a menu here, and it looks janky and not finalized, but it's how it is. All right. Have a good one, everybody.